Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today we would like to present about misleading housing project sale brochure. For our case study, we have chosen the brochure Elminatri, which is located in Sungai Buloh by Sandabi Property. This is our group member. Let me introduce myself. My name Nurul Nadia binti Hermansyah. Based on this outline, team will be explained about introduction, developer profile, case study, developer layout, developer project brief, features and facilities, issue and mistakes, and the act, and lastly, conclusions. In short, our group conducted an interview with Encik Ashraf, the project sales brochure, during which we learned certain details relevant to our work. First, developer profile. The property divisions of the Edswar Garden Hop Plantation Berhad, Kumpulan Gatri Berhad, and Sandabi Berhad were combined to become Sandabi Property. Apart from its 20,763 acres of land bank spanning from Selangor to Johor, Sandabi Property also has asset and operation across the Asia-Pacific regions and the United Kingdom. By become and gross development value of active project, it's ranked among a large property developer in the nation. Sandabi Property was formally listed on Bursa Malaysia on 30 November 2017.
Okay, this is the site location for Elmina Green Tree housing. The location is strategic as a resident of Elmina Green Tree can access the amenities in the surrounding area with ease. As you can see the red box there, the distance from Elmina Green Tree to Sungai Buloh is a 10 to 15 minutes drive via Jalan Kuala Selangor. Residents can use the public transport provided to get to places they want, as there are bus stops just a stone throw away. It also nearby to the Sekolah Agama Menengah Paya Jaras Persiaran Elmina, Puncak Alam, Sarjana Utama, and Kampung Bayu Subang. Okay, now as you can see, this is development plan. Elmina Green Tree is another outstanding residential development in the award-winning township of City of Elmina. It consists of a series of carefully designed double-story link house development erected strategically within the corner of Gatri Corridor Express. Okay, this is the development project brief. The development by Sandabi Properties Berhad, it's open for sale in 2022. It is a freehold double-story terrace house development, and the Elmina Green Tree development consisting of 218 units.
This slide shows the type of floor plan, which is type E1 for N unit, type E2 also for N unit, and type A3 for intermediate unit. The size for type E1 is 2,495 square feet. For type E2 is 2,529 square feet, and lastly type A3 is 2,402 square feet. Elmina Green Housing provided accommodation and facilities such as basketball court, playground, community garden, jogging track, and pavilion. Okay, for this slide, let's look at what is the issues and mistake from the Elmina Green Housing brochure. First and foremost, omitting or hiding price, if they are critical to the reader's decision making. Second, there is no fixed price tag for a unit house in brochure. According to Housing Development Control and Licensing under Section 6, any advertisement regarding the house development need to put this requirement in the brochure, which are the selling price of each type available.
Hello, good morning. My name is Abdul Hadi bin Zulkifli, and my serial number is 2022-207748. And today I will talk about misleading house project sales brochure. And our case study is Elmina Green Tree, Sungai Buloh by Sandabi Property. And I will direct to my part, and I will talk about issue and mistake that always happen in sales brochure. First and foremost, we must avoid using too many fonts. We restrict ourselves using 3 font, 4 font, no more than that. And this will make our brochure is easy to understand and brochure will look more neat. And secondly, we must avoid use too compact of wording. This meaning is don't use too many words. The text is not too small because it's hard to read. And then the information we given must be relevant to the customer that want to buy the property. And lastly, we must avoid using phrase subject to change and based on illustration artists, because this phrase can confuse the customer, can confuse the buyer, and some tricky developer will use this loophole to trick.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you our friend to explain about issue and mistake our brochure. Then I will continue our issue and mistake. You can see our floor plan, ground floor and first floor. Okay, our issue and mistake is a small font size. The usage of the small font size and an unclear type of font make it difficult to read for the customer or buyers. The size and type of font had an impact on the buyers and audience reading, as if the font was too small and difficult to read. It made it difficult for them to read the brochure information. And lastly, uncertainty information for labeling and annotation. Then I want to explain about the Art Brochure House Development Regulation or HDR 1989. Brochure is considered as one of the form of advertisement as defined in Section 2 of the HDR. Advertisement means any notification or intimation or housing development. First published in any newspaper, journal or magazine, or in the form of a brochure or in any other form. Then display on any hoarding, boarding, roof, wall, piling, fence, frame, signboard, plate, cloth bar, pillar, post, wire casting or other relation structure or contrivance. And conveyed by means of film or communication. And last part is conveyed by other means, oral or written, and whether of the some kind or not as set out in paragraph A to C. Then I want to give our friend to explain about the art regulation.
Regulation 6 is any advertisement made by any licensed house developer shall include the following particular. For example, first is a house developer license number and valid dates. Next is a advertisement and sale permit number. And the next is a name and address of the licensed house developer. Next is turnover rate of the land if the land is his leasehold. Next is a description of the proposed house accommodation. Next is a name of the house development. Next is expected date of the completion. Next is sale price of each type of house accommodation, and the last is number of units of each type available. In conclusion, house project sale brochures are often used as a way to present the type and requirements of the house project as recommended by the Ministry of House and Local Government. This brochure can also be used by developer to highlight the best feature that the property can be offered, such as the design, the amenity provided, and the other marketing idea. For our case study, it can be concluded that their house project sale brochure have mistake contribution to the Ministry of the House KPKT guideline and requirements. The developer needs to fix all the mistake found for another house project to overcome the issue of the misleading use of sale brochure that can be affect the client in the future.